What is going on, guys? Dalton here, back with another episode of DC Collects. Today we're in the fish room, guys. I'm going to show you how to clean a Fluval FX4 canister filter. Let's do it, guys. First step, guys, is a bowl or container. This is to keep tank water in, which you're going to then put your biological media in, so none of your beneficial bacteria dies off. You're also going to want a sponge, guys. This is going to be handy for cleaning all the surfaces of your canister filter. You're also going to want a brush. So the brush is going to allow you to clean the tubes that are in the canister filter itself, as well as get into the little nooks and crannies. You're also going to want a smaller container. I recommend a milk jug. They work great, but that will be for scooping the tank water into your bowl. Next, you're going to want some water conditioner, guys. This is to condition the water that you're going to fill the canister filter back up with. It's going to be fresh water from your tap, so you're going to want to condition it before you get the filter back up and running. And that's everything you're going to need to clean your filter, guys. So let's get into the filter. Next, guys, we're getting some tank water from the tank that you're changing the filter on. Don't mind my popcorn pajamas. Okay, guys, we're going to start by unplugging our canister filter. Next, you're gonna shut your intake valve, shut your outtake valve. Next, guys, you're gonna want a towel, definitely, but you're gonna wrap the towel around the outlet here, and you're gonna push in on this red button, and that's what releases the tube. I'm gonna wrap it with the towel, push the button in, and wiggle it off, and it always comes off pretty easy. Definitely want the towel though, guys, because quite a bit of water comes out of there. Try and get as much water as I can while I'm here. So that one's off, no big deal. We're going to do the same to this one over here. Again, I'm just pushing in the red tab, pulling up. A little bit of a twist. Okay, guys, now I recommend picking this whole unit up and bringing it to a bathtub, or you can bring it outside to where there's a hose. It just snowed last night where I live, so we're not doing that. I'm gonna show you guys it in the bathtub. Okay, guys, we're gonna remove the lid. My filter's actually not bad at all, guys. I could have let it go for a lot longer. So basically, I'll show you my biological media when we get down to it, but basically you want to clean this before your biological media is getting dirty, so covered in fish poop basically. So we'll see what mine looks like. Okay, so the tray's out, guys. You're just going to take it all apart. First, dump out your canister. And yes, you have to clean your bathtub when you're done. So as you can see, guys, you just want to get that cleaned, rinse it right out. There could be a little bit of sand depending on what your substrate is, but just give that a good cleaning, guys. This is where you're going to take your biological media, guys, stick it in your tank water right away. I also highly recommend having all of your biological media in these bags. You'll see some people just put it straight in here, but it's a lot harder to clean, and you're a lot more likely to kill most of your beneficial bacteria. Set that off to the side for now, guys. You're not going to touch that. See how my biological media is not really that dirty though? If that was covered in fish poop, then I would say that I had waited too long to clean my filter. And to be honest, I could have let this go probably another month, probably even 2. So your tank is going to be different than my tank, and it's going to be different than your friend's tank. It depends how big your tank is and how many fish you have in it. So you're going to find out when the best maintenance schedule is just by keeping up with the maintenance. Okay, guys? Next, guys, you're going to take all the sponges out of here. You can see it is actually, it's definitely a little dirty. Take all the sponges out, guys. Take it all apart and rinse it all out. Okay, guys, so all my sponges are nice and clean. You want to squeeze all your mechanical media or your sponges out until they run pretty much clear. These are all nice and clean. And then you can start to reassemble your filter. All my other pads too, guys, nice and clean. So this is that's my bottom, guys. Just getting that ready. Our biological media still has to go in there, but you want to do that last to keep it in the bowl as long as you can. Keep it in the tank water as much as you can, guys. You don't want to take it out of there for too long, just for the fact of the matter that you might kill some beneficial bacteria. And if you do it the same every time, you won't have an incident where you all of a sudden come down and have some dead fish in your tank because you killed too much beneficial bacteria. You know, if you leave it out of the water for 15 minutes one time and then, you know, 5 another and then half an hour another time, you're not going to know what caused the beneficial bacteria to die, is what I'm trying to say. So just try and do it the same every time, guys. This is basically just like some filter floss, guys. It was really dirty. I take that back. It was dirty. Okay, guys, first I add some water conditioner because we're about to put fresh chlorinated water in here. By now you've got your basket reassembled. Now you're going to go back to the bottom and you're going to take your biological media out of that bucket. I just have it right beside me, guys. I don't have enough arms to show you. But that's out of the bucket of tank water, back into the bottom. The reason you want it on the bottom, guys, is because the way this filter works is the water flows up the sides through these big pads, and then it gets forced back down the middle and back into your tank. So you want your mechanical filtration first, followed by your biological filtration. Okay, guys, now you're going to fill it up with water. Fill it up till you can, well, I guess till you can basically carry it back to where you need it if it's too heavy for you full. But I just fill it up almost all the way. Probably like, I leave about that much room right underneath that rim. And then that's enough for the filter to prime itself as well. You have to start this filter with, I think, at least 2 gallons of water in it. But if you just fill it up till it's about that far from the top of this rim, it'll start perfect for you every time, guys. Okay, so it's full again, guys. I did just want to show you too, the way I set up my pads is I always start, so this is probably your coarse sponge, that's probably a medium sponge, and then it gets finer as I go down. So as I mentioned, it comes up the sides and gets forced back down the middle. So my finest pads are at the bottom, so that's the last layer that they go through. So it picks up the bigger parts theoretically, and by the end it's got all the fine stuff, and then nothing ends up on your biological filtration. At this point though, guys, you're just gonna put the lid back on. There's only one way to put it back on. This is an important part too, guys. You want to do your lid up like you would the lug nuts on the tire on your car. You want to do opposites, kind of tighten them down, just get them snug, and you just want to keep rotating around until everything gets tight. You just want to go finger tight, guys. You don't want to crank on them too hard. Let the gasket do its job, but you want to work your way around. Definitely a good workout for your fingers, but better safe than sorry. And once it becomes difficult to turn the knobs, guys, that's pretty much when you know it's tight enough. Okay, so this thing's ready to go back underneath your tank. Okay guys, let's hook it back up. But before we do, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, guys. That way you'll know when I'm posting more content. Not only that, but it'll help this channel reach more people. Thanks, guys. So you're gonna take your outtake and pop it back on to the out. Very important that you put it back in the way you took it out, guys. And you're gonna go to your intake. Though you'll hear the red button click when it seats into position, guys. That way you know it's on there properly and it's not going anywhere. Next, you're gonna open up your outtake. You'll hear water rush in. Open your intake. You're gonna see it purge itself of all the air that's inside. Once it's done purging all the air, guys, you're just gonna plug it back in. And it's plugged back in. We're back up and running, and everything's perfectly clean, guys. There you go. We are back. Awesome. You might see some remnants coming out of the tubes, guys, just because it'll blow some of the gunk out of there. So it might look a little cloudy after you first do it, but it'll clear up. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on post notifications so you know when I'm coming out with more content, guys. Thanks again, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.